Okay, everybody, welcome to our stream. Awesome stream. Welcome to this, hopefully inking of Ifrit. Obviously, I'm gonna have a look and see if I can correct a few things, and then I'll try to ink it. Hopefully, I can get the inking done today. Hopefully, but I'm not sure. So before that, as always, I'm gonna do it every day. So let me get it. Nope. So some spots available for my mentorship program. So if you want to try to improve your art, fundamentals, concept art, or illustration, just head over to theartofnemo.com/mentorship to check it out. All right, that's for our sponsor, myself. So let's try to fix this Ifrit. So there are a few minor, I would say minor issues. Let's remove the fire for now. So the overall perspective of the face and let's say the body too, it's kind of like this, right? This is squeezing a little bit, so it's fine. I might actually twist it just a little bit. It's supposed to be like that, so I'm not even excessively worried about it. I might change it ever so slightly, but that's fairly good. I am concerned about. Oh hey yo, Industrial Media Magic, how's it going? I was saying I'm a little concerned about the horns because these should technically be even more probably. I want to keep them parallel, slightly parallel. It should be something like this. The arm, I mean, this could be a little lower. Yeah, this is raised just a little more because it's maybe closer to the leg here. I don't know. Oh, hey, yo, buddy. Hey, yo, Jake, buddy. How's it going? Are you going to stream 16 today? Well, technically, I guess it's tomorrow because of the time zone. It's midnight today, which is also from tomorrow. I guess it's tomorrow from midnight onwards. Yeah, sure. Let me go here and live stream voice. Okay, I'm in. I think my internet's got some little issue today. As soon as my CD comes, oh right, because you got a physical copy. Right. True.
Okay, I'm here.
Hey yo, how's it going?
Hey, I was listening to the replay from yesterday,
Yeah.
and I noticed my voice still sounds pretty low.
Low?
compared to yours.
I
Yeah,
can
I mean, I
increase.
hear myself, but it was like really low for some reason.
I can increase. Let's see. 6.8 decibels. Try to say something. Let me see if it goes into the yellow.
Something.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a little better now.
Okay.
Let us know, Mr. Buddy, sir. Big statue to open too. Oh wow. Dang.
Oh, did you get the like the collector's edition?
I guess that's what C stands for. Yeah. Damn. You treat yourself well, sir.
I did that with the Monster
okay.
Hunter Rise collector edition. It came with the Magnum Mallow amiibo or whatever. It's actually pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think I've got any collector's edition of anything. Because I've always been pretty stingy when buying games. So.
I bought the deluxe edition of FF7 Remake, which I haven't played, but it came with like a music CD and the art book and everything. The art book is really cool.
Oh yeah, I like the art a lot. I shouldn't be allowed to have a credit card. Well, I guess your wife is gonna have to become a little more Japanese. Like they do in Japan, that the wife gives some fun money to the husband. Not in my case, because my wife is a little more westernized, but the traditional Japanese families work like that. So the wife takes all the money, and you're given like $100 per month or something to use for yourself. To get a drink, usually.
I don't think that's located specifically to Japan.
No, I don't know. I know it's
Same.
a common thing. Like literally just $100 usually, from what I've heard, which is kind of insane. I wouldn't be able to do that. So, I have to. Let me see. What if I actually rotate these? It's closer, but it's still a little off. Where can I put it? I want it to be good. So since yesterday, we saw it kind of looked good in 2 colors or something, in that sort of a mono style. So I thought, hey, maybe I can make a T-shirt of this. It would be cool. I don't know. It would probably be cool. So I might edit this ever so slightly so that it fits in the T-shirt also. But I want it to be sound, like just perspective-wise and so on, because right now it's not like that horn. It's not good.
If you do that, don't call it Ifrit.
No, I don't think I can. I can call it Fire Demon though.
Yes, that's what I would do.
Of course not. I don't want to get sued by Square Enix. I mean, okay. Yeah.
If you create the creature, that's fine because it's like your artistic representation of it. But if you're creating the creature and you're calling it Ifrit and then selling that, you are going to get sued over that because that's in like copyright law, that would be considered too close of an approximation.
Yeah. Kind of sucks though that it's mine. I wonder if I can call Rambokobo because it's not Chocobo, right? It's inspired by, but it's not a Chocobo.
That's probably.
So I wonder. Hold on a second, just a second. I think my mom's calling me. Hold on.
Okay, everyone. Welcome to the Industrial Media Magic stream. As always, I'm your host Chase. Here, of course, I'm going to shill my game of Eikons. ETA is unsure right now, but I am doing lots of sprite art, so trust me, I'm still working on the game.
Hey, yeah, I'm back. Sorry, these are the perks of living with your mom.
Okay, yeah. Just sitting here quietly, not saying anything.
Sorry for that. So yeah, I don't know. Rambokobo should be different enough, I guess. I can just call it Rambo Bird. Rambo Bird. Should work. Probably.
Yeah, you have to do that because if you take the bow of Rambo, it would just be Chocobo.
Yes. So.
Chocombo, a combo Chocobo.
Chocambo.
Chocambo.
Chocambo. That could work also. See, I don't know if I want to edit, because I like that, like the shape the horns make. Honestly, a little less now probably, but it would probably have to go. It goes towards the outside, so technically this should also go like lower, so I can make it bigger here. But I think I need to increase the size and just have it go through there, which is fine.
Speaking of Chocobos,
yes.
Do you know the racing game that came out? I forget what it's called.
Yeah, Chocobo Racing. I think it is.
I think it's like Chocobo GP or something like Grand Prix. But
might be. I remember Chocobo Racing, but
yeah, but this one came out like a couple of years ago, and like it had like a bunch of microtransactions, and apparently they got rid of all of them, and just you can buy that game with all of the microtransactions built in.
Okay, so yeah, Chocobo GP on Switch. Yeah, I was not talking about that.
Yeah,
I was talking about the old one. So okay, well, I didn't know that. Jeez. Oh, jeez.
Which is really great for all of the people that bought the microtransaction stuff, and now you just get it with the game.
I guess. Yeah, I don't like games with microtransactions, honestly. Which is most games nowadays.
Yeah, buddy, or Jake, whatever you want me to call you. There was like all kinds of different in-game currencies to buy different things. It was crazy. It wasn't just like you pay money to buy coins and you can unlock characters. There was like different currencies for different things, which was just nuts.
Jeez. Oh well. Man, I don't. Okay, maybe like this here. I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan. I would rather have a complete game and you can actually get. You know, I already paid for the full copy, so why should I pay more to get cosmetics? I don't understand that. I've never understood that. Not in my
I'm kind of okay
philosophy.
with. I'm kind of okay with buying cosmetics because that's just an optional thing. I hate when they gate like actual gameplay elements behind DLC and stuff.
Mm. That makes sense. Some people do. Well, most people do nowadays. Companies, most of them do so.
Atlas is really bad about that.
Isn't it the developer of the Disgaea series?
Persona.
Oh, Persona. Okay, Persona. No, I've never played Persona, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, I figure because you don't like the high school settings.
Yep, I really don't. That is a big deal breaker for me.
Don't worry, there are no high schools in Vikenauts. All the characters are at least 25 years old.
Okay,
so
that's good. I like it. I already like this game. And not because I made the monsters for it. Absolutely. I remember the loot boxes in games like Overwatch, Star Wars Battlefront. I don't think I've ever played either. Maybe I played a little bit a demo of Battlefront, but never the online version. So, because there was I'm pretty sure it was a demo for. God, was it? I don't know if it was on PC. Was there for PS2 or was it PS3 already? I know I played it, but it was not online.
Battlefront?
Yeah, because it was
the first two Battlefront games were for the PlayStation 2.
Right. So I know I played a demo of it, but it was not online.
Okay, yeah. The first two Battlefront games I played religiously when I was younger.
Really?
I loved them. And then the new one came out and I'm like, oh, what the hell is this?
Things change. I don't know. Not a big fan of MMOs anyway. So I tried. I think I mentioned it before. I tried 14 at some point, Final Fantasy 14, but there was like nobody online when I was online, or nobody I could speak with because everyone was Japanese because I was in Japan. And for some reason, I don't know, I could only access that server. I was on the free tier. I think it's free until level something 60 or something. And I did not enjoy it. So I'm like, yeah, okay, never mind. The only other MMO I played, like actually played, was Lineage 2. Decades ago. So, like really decades ago.
I played a bunch of RuneScape when I was younger, but that's because it was free.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
I even had a RuneScape t-shirt, which was cringe.
Why?
Because it's RuneScape.
I don't know. Maybe some people like it. I guess any t-shirt can be cringe.
Oh, a lot of people do. Yeah, people still stream old school RuneScape on Twitch and whatnot. Mm.
Interesting. Well, I mean, they stream pretty much anything in their grandma.
Well, my experience with that is why I'm hesitant to play MMOs, because I know that they're a gigantic time sink, and I'm afraid that I'm going to be like spending 8 hours a day playing, so I try to avoid it.
That makes sense. I can... Hey, it doesn't look like it's crunching enough if I do that. So I'm going to leave it like it's leaning a little bit towards one side. It's just a little better than it was, so... I'm leaving it. Let's see if I can fix the perspective, the other parts too, on the other side.
The Knights of the Round look like RuneScape characters, kind of. I can kind of see it.
Show.
I always thought the last one, which I think is supposed to be Arthur, like the last Knights of the Round that shows up.
So, yeah.
I always thought that was such a cool design for him.
I mean, it's a pretty cool summon. It's just very long, but it's pretty cool. I don't even remember how I actually found out how to get Knights of the Round in my first playthrough, because nobody here knew about it. I don't remember how we did it. I really don't know. We might play
There's
FF7.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. If you don't know,
Oh,
in the chat.
yeah, okay, yeah. It's a pretty cool design, yeah. It's pretty cool. This piece I don't like. We might cast votes on playing FF7 or something else on Saturday, which is in 2 days. I might just play FF7. Oops.
Well, what else were you thinking?
I don't know. I think I should check Steam, see what I have, what else I have there. Cause I don't know if I want to play pixel games right now. I'll think about it. I might as well, try again with FF2. But I would have to probably play up to that point again, which is not much. I think I only played like 3 hours or something. I don't know if I can play.
Yeah, it's funny. You started playing it, then stopped because it seemed like you were enjoying the game.
I was, yeah. But I hate redoing things.
I think FF2 is a little unnecessarily hated. It did something different, but I don't think the different was bad.
No, it was not. It's not too bad. It's not bad. I just, again, I just hate having to redo things if I don't figure out what's wrong. So we'll see.
I love the setup of Knights of the Round, W summon fall by Mimic and Mimic again. Yeah, that's the go-to strategy for Emerald.
I don't know if I ever beat Emerald. Did I? I think I beat Emerald and not Ruby. I think. Yeah, I don't think I've ever beat Ruby weapon.
Ruby can be cheesed pretty easily since it's weak to paralysis.
I guess I didn't know that. I don't
You can
think
look
I
up
knew that.
like a level 7 Cloud beating Ruby weapon using dasers on YouTube. It's pretty funny.
We'll see.
Did you know those were added to the international game?
Yeah, they were not in the original, right?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
I mean, they're pretty.
Because like in the original game, they're still in the cutscenes, right? But you never see them in game. The only ones you see are Sapphire and Diamond.
Yeah.
So it's weird that they're not in.
Wasn't there still like another one that was in the cutscene but not in the game? Or am I remembering wrong?
No, there's also Ultimate Weapon, the dragon one.
Yeah, but that's the one that's flying, right?
Yeah.
Around, yeah. So, might be getting confused with something I did. Like I made up a weapon, because I liked the concept of weapons a lot. So I was drawing them when I was in high school. When I was at school, so.
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with like the other games in the FF7 library, but I do think that they came up with other ones, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see.
Yeah, that Sapphire weapon gets yeeted in the face at Junon, which is such a great cutscene. I remember watching it as a kid. And,
like, that should be in the second in part two of FF7 remake, right? If Junon is there.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I would assume that would be awesome. That's going to be awesome to see. I need a PS5. We'll see. Okay.
I think that was my first video game headshot I ever saw.
Hey, it's a pretty cool headshot. That's an awesome scene. Yeah, I was so pumped when I played that part with the weapons the first time. There was really something. It was like really cool because oh my god, like these insanely huge monsters.
You know, I'm not like a big fan of changing the story, but I do think like it would be, if you're doing the remake, it'd be a good opportunity to like let us fight Sapphire Weapon.
Yeah.
In the new one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because it's a really cool design, but then it just exists in the game as like part of the story, and it never really interacts with you in any way.
Right. The only other weapon I know is from the old phone game before Crisis, Jade weapons. I think I've seen that.
Jade weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I might have seen that. Well, they still have a lot of stones to get inspired by.
Yeah.
Topaz weapon. What else? Well, I already have a ruby and
Why
sapphire.
not like a... Well, I mean, they use diamond, so why not like obsidian weapon? That would be cool.
Like a black weapon? That
Yeah.
would be interesting. That would be cool. Yeah, that's one thing I really liked about Final Fantasy. In general, like, they usually throw big monsters at you because of the turn-based combat, obviously. So you can actually be fighting these huge monsters.
That was one of the best fights in FF7 is Diamond Weapon. With your 3 characters, and there's just like this giant mecha-looking thing that steps on you.
Yeah. Do I need anything else here? Probably not. I don't even think I need this, actually. It's just a little weird. Okay, let me reintroduce the fire. Okay. I think it's looking pretty good. I just have to change this little fire here. So let me just check this. Okay, it's pretty good. Might make it a little higher. Even I don't know. I think this is passable at the moment as a design. Also for a T-shirt for a generic fire demon. Maybe I can make it a little more integrated. These parts. I don't know if I want to add cracks or something. Diamond weapon literally walking over the ocean, and then a little blonde dude with pointy hair stands in the way. Yep. Beware of spiky hair dudes. Beware.
Yeah, you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit with that, but still, who cares? It's fun.
Yeah, it's cool. And I remember the feeling
thing
of dread. Like, oh god, this thing's approaching. Oh
Yeah.
my god. So
The thing I have a hard
Loser.
time suspending my disbelief is when they're firing the sister ray at Midgar, and you know it blasts a hole through Diamond Weapon, but Diamond Weapon sends the missiles, and like it blows up the Shinra Tower, and Rufus is in it, but he magically still lives because he's still in
That's true.
all the other media.
Right.
I'm like,
yeah, I always wondered. Like, I thought he
think
was
they said-
dead
what did they say?
at that point, but
yeah, I think they said he went through like an escape hatch or something at the last minute.
oh, I don't know. I don't remember that. But
he's
at
in
that point, I
Advent
thought
Children, right?
he
He's
was
in
dead.
the wheelchair?
Yeah. He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was dead. For good. He should have been dead. So, but yeah, he is. I don't know. I guess he somehow survived. Whatever. Do not ask. Do not ask.
It's like Palpatine. Somehow Palpatine's returned. Somehow Rufus Shinra has returned.
Pretty much everybody returns because nobody dies anymore. Hey, Emperor Cheese. Hi, Nemo by Nemo. Going to make lunch. Okay. Have a good lunch. A good, satisfying.
Enjoy your kimchi and pasta.
Yeah. Don't, please. Rufus
Yeah,
is
he was
literally a
wheelchair bound. I
Yeah.
think that getting blasted with a bunch of missiles might do more than that, though.
Yes. But hey, it's a game. It's a game, so let's pretend that didn't happen. Alright. Okay, this should be smaller. Something, oops, maybe less than this.
Kimchi
sorry,
will be
Greg.
involved. What a surprise.
I mean, I've been told it's pretty healthy, but it sucks. I cannot make myself eat kimchi. Sorry. Like I cannot make myself eat natto or any other very Eastern stuff. I can't. It's too much for me. So too bad. I won't be enjoying reaping the benefits of the health benefits of kimchi or natto or other disgusting thing like that. How unfortunate. I can eat. Well, I'm not gonna say it. because I said it yesterday.
Do you
so-
actually dislike them because of the taste, or is it just because they're Japanese?
Taste and smell? No, taste and smell. Yeah. No, kimchi is Korean, I think.
Well,
So-
yeah, I mean, you're talking about like natto.
And not the. No, I tried. I really did my best. I just felt like nauseous, like. Oh. It was trying to come back, so no. No, the smell is just so bad. It literally smells like garbage. I cannot make myself eat that. With the
I'd like
best
to try,
of my intentions. Mm-hmm.
I'd like to try yakitori, like the skewered chicken. Is that any good?
It depends. It's just I find that usually they are like very very low quality meat. Like these things are very low quality. So like yakitori it's got very hard parts like cartilage, and so it's really difficult to eat. It's not like you can just eat and everything is eatable. You find like these pieces are extremely annoying to eat, and you gotta spit it or just not eat them because they're really hard. Like literally like cartilage, and you can't chew it because it's hard. So I do not enjoy it, honestly.
Have you ever tried takoyaki?
Yes. The thing with takoyaki is that they are a little too oily for me. I liked them for a while, then I don't know, stopped liking them for some reason. But I did like them at the beginning. Then I don't know, maybe it depends on the place where you eat them, but they were too sweet and too oily for me. They're literally deep fried, so
I feel weird about eating octopus, but I guess that's because I'm not Mediterranean.
I don't. I like octopus, but I did not like takoyaki that much, apart from one of the first times I tried them. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Japanese food in general, but I like some things. I think I already mentioned that I quite like some things. Like, I like some things a lot, but I also hate other things a lot. So it's like, I cannot, on average, say, yeah, I like Japanese food, because I like 50% of the things are really good and 50% are not for me. So, or are really bad.
Well, I'm going to have to introduce you to real Japanese food. When you come here, I'll take you to a Japanese steakhouse.
Okay. That sounds strange. And as an idea.
It's pretty cool because they sit you around a table and then they bring out the chef and he cooks your food like right in front of you.
Yeah. Well, usually in Japan you have to cook your food. If you go to yakiniku restaurants, you have like a sort of grill, circular grill or pit, and you put the meat on. It's pretty good, actually. I like yakiniku, but again, it's not really Japanese food. I think that's Korean too.
I remember I went to a
No.
I remember I went to a Japanese steakhouse when I was like 16 or 17, I think. And like when they're cooking your food, they'll like the guy who's cooking it will have like a
Wait, you cut off a butt?
will let you
Wait, can you say it again? I think I can hear you now. Unless it's my internet cutting. Yeah. So,
so
what?
anyway, they'll have like sake in squirt bottles. They'll, like let you sample some of it. The guy, he actually like just leans up and then like he'll just squirt the bottle into your mouth with the sake. And I was underage. He didn't realize it.
Okay. That's interesting. Well, I guess it's something. Yeah.
I didn't really care for the taste of sake.
You mean osake, right?
Sake.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't drink, so I don't know how it tastes. But they told me it. Someone who actually drinks said it tastes like socks. So I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I've been told.
Also, it's not sake like SAKE. It's SOCKY. Sake.
Yes, I guess. In that case, probably. Hibachi-style Japanese steakhouses are funny. You know what? That sounds so strange if I hear a Japanese steakhouse, because it's not like you go and eat steak in Japan.
Yeah.
Usually, there are American style steakhouses, but not Japanese. There are yakiniku restaurants, but again, they're not Japanese. So I find it so strange as an idea, like Japanese steakhouse, because steak is not a thing in Japan.
Right.
So they have like little slices, but not steaks.
Yeah, but most Americans don't know that. So
Yeah.
they just say, "Oh, it's a Japanese steakhouse. Let's just go and eat there."
Of course, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I went to a quote unquote sushi restaurant when I was in California, and it was strange. I don't think they were even Japanese in the restaurant. I think they were either Chinese or Korean.
Probably, yeah. I went to Chinese restaurants and it was like Vietnamese people
Working there, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's pretty common. Even here, I mean, they have sushi restaurants. I don't think they're Japanese. I can try. I can go there and see, hey, and speak to them in Japanese. I'm like, are you actually Japanese? Or just speak to them in Japanese and see if they answer. If they do, I'm gonna be surprised. But I don't think they are. It's rare for Japanese people to set up restaurants anywhere that's not Japan because they're scared. That's what I've been told, at least.
They have to be pretty entrepreneurial in spirit.
Yeah, Chinese are a little more like everywhere. You know, they open restaurants pretty much everywhere, but Japanese do not. Not really. Not as much, I guess. To a degree, I guess, yes, but not that much.
My local Chinese food buffet restaurant is ran by a lot of Mexican people. Yeah, that's pretty common too.
They got Chinese style sombreros.
It's also very common when you go to like Chinese buffets and things like that to see little kids working there.
Yeah. Jeez, I can imagine that.
Because often it's like a family business, but it is like,
Usually,
I don't know, kind of under the radar kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine Mexican Chinese restaurant, like they come up to you and say, "Hola, gringo." I mean, ni hao. Ni hao, gringo. Okay.
I don't think it's
good
common
to
to
go.
walk in and be like, "Hola, gringos."
Okay, let's see. Okay, this one needs maybe a little correction, but it's pretty good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and open Psy.
That'd be
God,
like
I
me
hope
walking
it
in and
doesn't.
say hello. It'd be like me walking in and saying, "Hello, Mexicans. Can I have some today?"
Yeah, I like sure. Abso-freaking-lutely. Okay, let's see if I can open Psy without spoiling anything now. Let me take that, and I'm gonna have to switch to the other square, the other frame. RPG monsters. If I've summoned Ifrit. Okay. Now let me see, because I'm recording, and I don't know if my plugin is gonna die. If I do so, I'm gonna stop recording first, and then I will check that my videos have been created because I need it, and then I will record again, and hopefully, yeah, it's working. Okay, cool. No, stop a second. Oops, I had to move to Psy. Okay, this one. Now recording again. Sorry for that. I just want to make sure I have all the videos because I want to make time lapses once it's done. So, all right. Sorry for the interruption. Okies.
No, it's cool.
Okies. So, how should I do this? God. I don't even know if I want some parts of Ifrit to be to actually be catching fire, or if I want the fire to be separate. Probably just separate for now. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I could have probably made it a little more uniform with the scales here. I might add some scales to the arms, or maybe the shoulders a little bit when I ink it. Something like this here. We'll see. Not too bad so far, though. So let's go.
I'm currently working on art while you are working on art.
Oh right, did you see? I think Jake posted pixel art in the art share. You can also share your art there if you want, like your pixel art.
Yeah, he posted one of Gino from
Yeah.
Super Mario RPG.
Really
Pretty
cool,
good.
by the way.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm not very good at pixel art, admittedly. I should get better.
I'm working on the perding right now. I think it's almost finished, to be honest.
Like the one you showed me before? I think
I
you
can show
showed
you
me.
this one.
I think you did show it to me. The pixel art of that. See.
Let me share. It's a bit different from the one I shared with you, but I think it looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, the
Just
one. Yeah, I
varying
remember
colors.
that. Yeah, it's great. You should share it in the art share. It's great. Honestly, you can get people excited about the game. Not exactly a devlog, but sort of. Sort of. Oh, wait, I'm 150% in. Oh, I'm gonna have to make this bigger. How big is this canvas? Because otherwise, it's gonna be blurry if I print it on a T-shirt. Let me see in Photoshop. Hold on. Let's see. I think it was 17 centimeters square or something. I should measure my. I don't have a ruler here. Oh, I cannot measure it. Canvas size, image size. What if? Let's see. Centimeters at 300. Yeah, it's gonna have to be bigger than that. Let's see how big it becomes in pixels. God, that looks like it's gonna be big. I don't know how big is the file gonna be, but it's loading. Hopefully the stream doesn't crash. I don't know if I'm gonna run. I got 64 gigs of RAM though. I don't think. But still, Photoshop is it is stuck. It's completely stuck. Okay, hey, we gotta wait. It's gonna be radio for a while. I hope I'm still streaming. Can you still hear me, Chase?
I can still hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's stuck, like 10% or something. Okay. Because I if I want to print this, it's gonna have to be bigger. But at the same time, I don't. I can use an image like a resampler with AI. Probably gonna do a good job anyway. But not sure. It's probably gonna have to be 5,000 minimum. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. Photoshop is just stuck. So let me see. Like if I. Yeah, this is too small. If I take the dragon, I mean I can probably run with it still, but I don't know how big is the dragon compared to this. Let me see again. So this is 5,000 by 4,000, and the dragon was.
It was about that. Are you talking about mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
5 by
about
4.
5,000 by, oh god, what was it? It was 5,000. That's what you should know.
I should check the other dragon because the dragon I used for the T-shirt, the one I already printed, that was pretty small. But still, I don't know what kind of brush size I have to use if I. You know what? I'm gonna try this. Eventually, I will redo the ink if I figure out it's too small. I do want to have a degree of detail at the same time. I don't want to use the line art. So maybe, again, I will just resample with AI or something. Probably not going to be the same thing, but hopefully not too different.
I posted the sprite I made of the perding in the Vikings art channel.
Everybody go check it out. If you go and... Yep.
Yeah, I might post your perding because I don't think people would get it. Otherwise, they wouldn't know the context of it. So
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
I do have a ready-made picture of that.
Let's see if I can avoid screwing this up this time. Because I think I screwed up when I made the dragon just a little bit in this area. Not too much, but just a little bit. So this time I want to make sure. It is fine. Something like that, probably.
The only thing I couldn't really do with that sprite was the whiskers, but that's like really hard to do.
I don't think you can that size. Probably not a good idea.
I think it's good enough to have the nose.
Yeah. Yeah, I just add a dot for the nose, because otherwise it becomes, like, it looks too thick.
Yeah.
What I was thinking, like when I made those sprites that I sold, is like, am I going to see this detail from far away? If the answer is no, I'm not going to add it, because it's not going to be visible, probably. So, likely not.
Hey, as long as it's a pretty accurate representation, I'm fine with it.
Oh yeah, it is. Looks very similar to me, and I made it. I am biological father. Not really. Maybe I'm the mother. Who knows?
Well, that's
still
weird because technically I'm the one who came up with it, so that would be my father.
Okay, uncanny territory here. Still, I was partially responsible for the creation of that monster. So, all right. Do I want the double thing here? I don't know. I really don't know if I do.
Now I get to animate this. Yay.
You're gonna animate it?
Oh yeah.
Man, I want to see it animated.
Actually, animating slimes is pretty easy. You just like lower it down a little and maybe bring out the bottom a little bit.
Yeah,
make it
right.
look like it's just slopping along.
Right. That's what I like about pixel art so much. Your brain kind of fills in the gaps. Right. Yeah, it's very
very impressionistic. Yeah.
yeah. You don't have to really fill in every single detail. Huge fan of
Frankly,
pixel
in a
art.
lot of games, the details weren't even right.
That's also true. But it makes you.
I was playing Phantasy Star for the Sega Master Drive, which I beat in like 2 days. And the main female character, Alice, in her art, she has like, kind of brown, blondish hair, like a mixture of that. And then her in-game sprite is black hair. So,
Wow.
yeah. Of course, Final Fantasy did that a lot, like Terra in FF6. And her in-game sprite is green hair. Her actual art has blonde hair, so...
Yeah. That's true. That's a big one. But I think they changed it later. Like, they changed the artwork to green hair. Because everyone was used to seeing her in green hair. Didn't they? Tina. I don't know.
Tina, yeah.
Tina. I don't know why they changed from Tina to Terra. Honestly.
They specifically said because Tina is a very common name in America,
Okay.
and Terra sounded a little more mystical.
Alright, that makes sense.
Japanese use a lot of names that are very common in America, but are like foreign to them because it sounds like a little more, uncommon. That's why in FF2 you're making fun of a Guy. There's a main character named Guy.
Yeah.
Like in America that would be weird, but I guess in Japan you don't hear people named Guy or anything like that.
No. Probably not. I don't know, maybe in the Japanese version it was called Otoko. Guy. Who knows? No, I don't think so, but... okay, there's a problem here. There's a big problem.
Barris in FF5 has pink hair, but her Amano art has blonde. Yeah, that might be just like a thing with Omano compared to how they developed the game, too.
That could be. Maybe they
It does look
intentionally
sometimes... Yeah, sometimes looking at his art, you kind of feel like he's just kind of doing his own thing. And then when they make the game, they do something else.
Yeah. He looks like kind of... I mean, you see the art from Final Fantasy IX that he made, like Quina.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, I mean, in general. it doesn't quite look the same. So maybe it's just his thing, you know.
I think it's kind of funny, actually. Like, Amano is just off in the corner doing his own thing, and then he gives them the art, and they're like, "Oh, thanks, Amano, great." And then they just go and make whatever they want.
Yeah, something completely different. Poor
Like Amano is in the he's the weirdo in the corner that they just keep around, and they're like, "Oh, great job, Amano, great."
I hope they feed him at least. Well, he did the cover for 16. I still do the covers at least, so that's good. I like the cover a lot. I like the menu a lot also. I was actually commenting on the menu when Jake was playing it. Like, damn, that's cool. I know it's stupid to say, but that's a very cool menu, honestly.
No, I get it. That's something I'm thinking a lot about my game. Is I want like a custom menu.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll have you design it.
Okay, it sounds good.
Would you be interested in like designing UI elements and things like that?
I can try. I'm not the best, probably. I've done some web design mostly, a little bit of UI design, but not much. I can give it a try. I can try. I have to see if I want to change. I don't know if I like the double thing here. It looks a little more rabies us with this. Maybe I can.
Rabbit.
Yeah, rabbit. Yeah. With the double thing, because it's like here it's grinning and then it's got like the lips like falling. I don't know.
Very wolf-like, yeah.
We'll see.
We have to take Ifrit to the vet.
It's gonna bite the vet or burn the vet.
So
I'm
tell me
sorry,
what's wrong
sir.
with your dog. It's kind of on fire.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with your dog, but it set fire to my clinic. So taking to the fire department, not here. Right, what's Yuna gonna do if the Aeons get sick? Do they even get sick? I don't know. I guess they do. Well,
What's wrong with my dog? Well, he burned down an orphanage.
Huh. No, okay. It's decided I want an Aeon Eidolon Esper as a pet.
Are you gonna feed Nemo doing UI in the corner? Or just let him suffer like a mono? Nemo can feed himself.
I can eat rats, little insects, and stuff like that. Hello, Daniel. From the shadows.
Amano's like in the fetal position in the corner. He sees a cockroach come by and just grabs it and eats it.
Jeez. No, hopefully not. No, actually, I saw a documentary of him. He's got a pretty beefy studio in Tokyo, well, like with a nice vista. So, and not windows.
I would imagine.
It's something to do with console limitations, so raising assets was very commonly colored. It might have been the color palette being limited, I don't know. It might have been. I don't know.
I honestly think it was just possibly them varying the designs a bit. Because I mean, like if Terra had blonde hair, then you also have Celeste with blonde hair, and I think maybe they just wanted to give each of them like a unique characteristic.
That could be. Do they both have blonde hair in the artwork? Both?
Yeah, in the Amano artwork.
Yeah, then I guess he was just doing his own thing, and then they said, you know what, this is not okay with me. So we're gonna change it. That was Sakaguchi saying, yeah, you know what, you screwed up, bro.
They're probably just like, give her green hair because she's an Esper, so green is kind of mystical or magical.
Maybe,
hair.
yeah, that could be.
To me.
That could be, yeah, also. That's another cool part. I remember when I played it the first time, I was 18, I think, and there was a thunderstorm outside. I was here in this room, and I was sitting on my bed with my CRT playing Final Fantasy VI on the PS1. And it was storming like hell outside, and it was that part where you go to the Esper world the first time, That was so epic. I still remember it vividly. So epic. Very cool.
Oh my god, I think the opening of the game is still one of my favorites. Like the walking through the snowfield in the dark with your Magitex. Oh my gosh, it's so great.
Yeah, the music, that's one of my favorite themes ever of any game. So good. It's like, I'm not sure how to describe it, because it's not sad. It's like mystical. There's something so magical about that theme.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I was lucky enough to go to a concert with the not so friendly Wimatu. But it was great. Like listening to that in person was pretty awesome. He was not directing. There was another guy directing. But very nice experience.
Oh, like, you mean like one of those like orchestra concerts?
Yes, it was a Brass de Bravo, something like that. I still have in Japan. I still have the. You might have seen it in the back of one of the photos that I sent on that bookcase, like rearranged bookcase that I have. The one I took when I took the picture of that T-shirt that I got that I sent on Cheese's channel and server. Behind me there was a bookcase, and that's where I keep like all the mementos, I guess, of that concert, because I bought some CDs and I got a T-shirt. Horrible T-shirt, by the way. Yeah, so like super heavy. It's impossible to use in Japan. It makes me sweat just to touch it.
I'm just glad they have normal hair colors and not a rainbow like anime. Oh yeah, this Fire Emblem Engage, the hair color in that. So half red, half blue, Colgate looking. That's so stupid.
I'm not a fan of dual colored hair. Unless it's like fading towards one color. But dual colored like that, no.
I don't mind like a stripe. Like if you have like black hair and then like a green stripe or something on the hair, that's fine. But
like meshes.
Hera is fine being whatever the icons are called in that game. They're called Espers.
Espers, yeah. Did you say you actually started playing the first games, Daniel? Was it you? I think so. You're playing the Pixel ones now?
Or was that T Ace who said that?
It might have been.
I think he was asking about FF3 because that's where summoning was first introduced.
Oh, it could be, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry about that. I'm old. Yeah, it was TS Juice, yeah. Right, because you said your favorite is 12, right? So that makes no sense. You're not playing them now, obviously. I'm so old. I'm running on fumes at this point. 12, another one I want to try again with the ×4 speed and see if I can actually play it this time.
I haven't touched it yet. I always find it so difficult to start a new RPG that are like modern ones, just because there's big, gigantic time investments.
Yeah, same.
I say that, but I played like 170 hours of the new Zelda game. But I don't know.
That's different though. I feel like it's not like a traditional RPG. It's more like a sandbox.
But I guess that's why you can spend so much time. It's weird, like an open game that doesn't have a good story structure. Like I can play that a lot, but something like that has a very structured story and characters, I can only play it in short bursts at times. I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's more taxing for the brain. You don't have to remember all this stuff. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe I have to like focus more, and that's why. Because like there's actual narratives and whatnot, so it's not like I can play passively.
Right. It could be that. Played most of them long ago when I was a young whippersnapper, and usually try to keep up with them at their release. I always, not always, I actually played them all after, way past the release, years and years later. Apart from 12, which I tried when it came out, all the other ones were played way after the release, the original release. I played the greatest hits of all of them, basically. So, which is platinum here.
That's a good idea for a monster.
Whippersnapper?
Like a snapping fish, and then the tail turns into a whip, kind of like the Tauros tails.
Wish I had that kind of ease in generating ideas. That's pretty cool.
I do have the Nothos, but having another fish wouldn't be too bad.
You could.
I know you won't complain. It's more money in your pocket.
Oh no, I don't complain at all. I do not complain.
I feel like what you're going to work on next for me is probably going to take a while, though.
Yeah. Oh, you mean this one you already told me about?
Yeah.
Yes, I think these two are going to take time. I think
that's
they
fine
are.
though, because they kind of need to be good.
Yeah, these are kind of critical, I assume, so. And these I really won't show. Man, I'm gonna pay the utmost attention not to show these by accident, because these are really spoiler-ish. Never cared try type.
I mean, you already showed Jean d'Art's line art yesterday, so.
Yeah, well, at least it was not finished.
It looks great, by the way.
Yeah, I like it.
I really like the idea.
Yeah. Well, I like how it came out. Pretty nice result. So. The idea was cool, though.
I thought so. In general, I'm pretty happy with how all of the waifu monsters came out. They're all pretty unique and interesting.
Oh, yeah. I might have a showcase of them at some point. I'm gonna have to showcase.
I was worried because when I brought up the idea, you were like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do waifu monsters." But hey, it turned out.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm not doing not safe for work stuff. It's just monsters. So.
Not the stuff I sent you the other day.
No. 12 is my favorite. I haven't played 11. I mean, either. I own the complete version, but get overwhelmed with the extra subscriptions. Yeah. Good bored of 14 after a few hours. Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning of stream. It's like, I am not a big MMO player, and I tried 14. I just couldn't get into it, really. And I would also play it alone, by the way. It might be funnier if you have someone to play it with, like, actual friends from outside of the game. I'm assuming.
I've been tempted to try it just because it has like so many like zealous advocates for the game, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to get into MMOs.
Yeah, I even can't afford it. Like really, it's just too much time right now for me. So, as I had anticipated yesterday, I did not play Death Stranding today, and I don't know when I will be able to play again because I just normally don't have time. If I do have time, I try to do something else, like go out, because I'm sitting here all day working, so I don't really feel like playing much. I was playing Tears of the Kingdom because I was playing with my son, but that's pretty much it. Not really feeling like gaming. Although I would like to play some games, as I said, I would like to try 16. I want to play the new Spider-Man game, but that's pretty much it. I didn't feel compelled to just sit here for hours and play games. I must be getting older. Sadly.
Well, games are a big time investment these days. They weren't when we were younger.
Yeah, they were not. I mean, the average... I was happy with the length of the various Final Fantasy games, PS1 and PS2 era. Save 16.
You could beat them in like Yeah, you could beat them in like 35 to 40 hours.
Right, that was a good length for me. Because it's like, okay, I can play, what, 2 hours a day, and I'm gonna finish it in a month, say, more or less. But no, now it's like, oh, this game is gonna take 100 hours. Like, okay, no, thank you.
That's exactly why I can replay like FF4 and FF7 too, because I know how to break the game. But
Yeah.
like playing them over and over again, I don't mind. Like I can play FF4 like 10 times over in the amount of time it would take to beat something like Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah. And that's too bad because I would really like to play that game, but it's too long. I also lose interest after a while. Honestly, I cannot. I guess my attention span is not so good. Hey,
That
what?
happened to me with Xenoblade 3.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
'Cause I'm 45 hours into the game. I checked my log time, and it's like, dude, I don't even feel like I'm halfway done, and it's already exhausting me.
Yeah, pacing is really important for me when I play a game. I need a decent pacing. I cannot spend 100 hours in a game and have bits of story told every 5-6 hours. I'm sorry.
Well, I get like they want to do like the cinematic experience, but like I don't mind cutscenes, but cutscenes should be like propelling the story or characters along. In Xenoblade 3, there's just like cutscenes where let's go around a campfire and talk about where we're gonna go next. I'm like, can't we just do this off screen? Do we need to have a cutscene talking about where we're gonna walk to next? Like, come on, don't waste my time.
Yeah, that's a worst thing that can happen. Like the game, you feel like the game is wasting your time. Got wrecked in Remnant 2. I'm gonna get wrecked in Remnant 2 with me when it comes out. I did not play the first one. I barely know what it is. So
I know that's made by what is it, Gunfire Games. They did like Darksiders and whatnot.
okay. So is it like the character design by Joe Madureira? Because
I'm not sure.
I really liked that guy's style. Even more so a little bit when I was a bit younger. It's kind of a blend of manga and comic book style. It's a good blend, so it's really interesting. I like the art of Darksiders a lot.
Yeah, it's like that, and with a bit of grittiness and darkness to it. I like
Yeah.
it though.
Yeah. I was a fan of his drawings for the Inhumans comics. When I had Marvel Unlimited, that was one of my favorite. Drawing wise, story not so much. But I was going then I figured out, hey, wait a second, in comics it's not like you always have the same person drawing the same comic. They actually change it, because I didn't know back then. So it was kind of a bummer. He didn't even do so many issues. That was very disappointing, because I go a lot by author rather than by series. So I am very disappointed if they swap the artist at some point, because I don't know, for me again, anything that involves visuals must be top notch in the visual compartment, otherwise I cannot really get into it. Like I could not get into Attack on Titan because I just don't like it visually. I know some people praise it, say it's the greatest anime ever. I'm sorry, I just don't like the drawings, like the actual designs, so I can't really get into it.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's a stylistic thing.
Remnant 2 is technically the third. I see.
Oh, that's weird. That's like Bravely Default 1, Bravely Default 2, Bravely
Oh,
Second.
that, yeah. Bravely Second. Man. Another game I want to play, Bravely Default 2. I would like to if I had the time.
I enjoyed it a lot. You're talking about the Switch one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's very easy to break, though, as I found out.
One thing I'm concerned about is the stage cutscenes that I really, really hated. The first one, I understand they were limited because it was the 3DS. Was it It was the 3DS, yeah, not the DS. I did not enjoy them at all because they were all the same. Like always, these four characters on one side of the screen, and then anyone else on the other side. I did not like it. And they're back. Like even with the Switch new capabilities, they're still having cutscenes like that. So I don't know.
Are you talking about like the characters just like popping up with the background and
Yeah.
talking to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't like that part. I hated
I don't
it
like
in the
it.
first game. No.
Yeah, I don't like it. It doesn't kill my experience for the game though, but it does feel cheap.
Because in the first one, it was
100%.
always like that. That was the only way they could talk, apart from seeing the bubbles. Like cutscenes were, all of the cutscenes were like that. And in addition to obviously the greatest issue of that first game that was repeating the same dungeon 4 times, or 16 technically, because they were pretty similar to each other.
Don't play the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games then, because it's like how almost all the cutscenes are, and some of them are like, no joke, some of them are like 30 minutes long.
Oh. Yeah. Won't do that.
I remember I was playing Hacker's Memory, the second one, and there's like a cutscene, and it's just keep going on, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Are you kidding me? How is this cutscene not ended yet?
Oh man, I was thinking this yesterday for at some point in Death Stranding, but it was not that long. Anyway, probably like 10 minutes. It's still. I mean, I had to go. Like I have to go, but I can't save. And when the cutscene was over, I could still not save because basically you are in your room. You only have some limited options, and I had to you had to actually go and find the map and then go to the menu and save. That was pretty annoying. I like to be able to save everywhere, and I mean, if I want to skip a cutscene, I should be able to skip it and then watch it again later. For the time I have in my hands right now.
I don't want to sound like pretentious, but like I am a writer, and I noticed that like a lot of people that write video games are not great writers in general, and it would be such a boon to get somebody who's an actual writer to work on your games and help write them, because there's just so many instances of games I play where it's like, you need to edit this, you need to pare this down a little bit, like you can convey this in less time, you don't need to add all of these little certain details in the dialogue, it's not necessary, you can convey characters better, and I don't know, I just play a lot of them and it feels like, especially certain indie games too, where it's like the dialogue is just so cringy. It's like you have cool ideas, the combat system is good, but then when it comes to the dialogue, it's like it's very clear that you wanted to tell a story, but you didn't really know how. And you take these like, it's very common to see things like anime tropes and dialogue and such, and it's like that's such a waste of time compared to how else you can convey this. So having like somebody to help edit the writing and the dialogue and things like that would tremendously increase a lot of video games that are out there.
Oh yeah,
a lot of them aren't trained in that. The only writing they know is video game writing, which is not comparable to like novel writing.
Right. Oh hey, Emperor Cheese, welcome back. Chronos Before the Ashes, Remnant from the Ashes, Remnant 2. Okay, that's an interesting naming convention. What happened to Remnant 1? They should have renamed one of them Remnant 1 though.
Is Remnant from the Ashes Remnant 1? Or is Chronos Before the Ashes?
Well, that's before.
I'm assuming,
so,
yeah, okay, so Chronos Before the Ashes would be 1, then 2, then 3.
I guess. Glad to see you. Well, you don't see me. Here, you're right. How are you tonight? Hot. It's pretty hot. I got a bit of a headache because it's not as hot as Japan. It's just a little hot. But the problem is that here I have this computer that's basically a heater, and I only have a fan here at my mom's place. So if I were actually geared up to like with an air conditioner or something, that would not be a problem because it's not hot outside. But No, it's just hot. It's just a little hot. It rained a little while, so it's also a little bit humid, but not comparable to Japan. The problem is that the room is pretty small, and I've got this damn computer making heat, and so I feel like I'm not hot from the waist up, but my legs are like sweating because of the heat of the computer. So,
And psychologically, you're drawing Ifrit, so that probably doesn't help.
right, yeah. I'm already thinking about fire here, so it's okay. I'm gonna take a shower later. How rude? What's rude? An elite gang PC? No. Yeah, it is.
Gang.
It's really- a gang PC.
Elite gang PC.
It's a gang PC for a gang.
PC gang here.
The PC crew.
Elite gang PC. Okay.
It's a gang. Like Yakuza. Oh, come on. You're
It's
gonna
a
get.
gang,
Oh,
PC.
it wasn't moderated. That's strange.
Maybe because he added the ing.
Probably. Weird. I guess Twitch is not so attentive today. Not paying attention. My dear Twitch. God, all these names looking the same. Come on, I'm old. Have mercy. All these
Good
games
job,
sounding
Cheese.
Twitch, Switch.
You turned it into a gerund, and you didn't get modded for it. Remember when you said that you really liked the Itch movie? That was one of the funniest things you ever said.
Instead of it? No, what did I say?
Yeah, you're talking about the It movie. You said the Itch movie.
Yeah. Well, it's itchy. It itches a particular, I guess, part of my brain. It makes it itch. It scratches a particular part of an itch of my brain.
Pennywise is in the sewer. He says, "Down here, we all itch."
Yeah, it's humidity. It's not very clean. So we got various infections, skin infections. I can send the preachy dialogue, like especially using anime where you're saw something happening, and a character has to be narrating it. Yeah, that happens a lot.
Japanese storytelling really likes to hit you over the head with the themes that they're going for, to the point that it makes it like cringe. Where it's like, oh, this is going to be a story about environmentalism. Let's make sure we put that in every piece of dialogue and make sure the audience understands that. That isn't good storytelling.
Well,
The
that
audience can
happens
decipher that.
every day, like in Japan too. Like this happens normally, so I guess they just transfer it to games and stories too. I don't know about other things. I mean anime too, I guess. But yeah, they do it normally. It's quite annoying, but that's what they do. I guess it's in their culture or something to do so.
That's one of my favorite moments from FF7 when Cloud and Barrett are in the elevator, and Barrett's like, "The cloud's dying, planet, or the planet's dying."
Okay.
I don't care about anybody.
This is the same as the itch thing. See, it happens to
Well,
you
the
too.
cloud's dying, planet.
Okay, we got another one.
I may need to go to the doctor and have my head checked. It's possible I have brain damage right now.
See, it's easy. It happens to everybody.
That is one big pile of shit.
I'm gonna remember this. I will. I promise. The cloud's
The
dead.
cloud, the cloud's dying, planet.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have to go get. I got to go get a screenshot of that scene and change the words in it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I want. Oh man, Jake's got like quotes as a not redeemable, like a chat command. I might introduce them to at this point. Like the best quotes. Like one is gonna be mine, like the itch thing. I like the itch movie. Another one is gonna be this. We're waiting for the next entries.
Cloud's dying, Glenn.
Don't make me laugh. I'm drawing. I'm getting more of a headache now if I laugh.
Oh man, I'm such a dumbass.
It's awesome. I want to remember this moment for someone. Clip it, please. Cheese, can you clip it?
Already has.
Clip it, please clip it. I don't want to forget this moment. Oh man.
That's up there when Simon was talking about ducks.
He likes to eat ducks.
Duck is really good.
Oh god, I'm getting a headache, like right behind the ears. Yeah. And I'm sweating. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pretty good though.
Oh, see, this is why I need to join your streams more.
Yeah, I cannot come up with this kind of thing alone. If I'm not actually talking with someone, or someone's talking.
Yeah, point redeem idea. The clouds dying planet. Yeah, that's what we're saying.
I'm gonna add it tomorrow. It's gonna be something like that. I'm gonna think about a good way to introduce it. I'm gonna call the point redeem Chase. Or planet. Exclamation mark planet. And maybe it's gonna, I don't know, maybe it's gonna show, you know what would be cool? So I actually changed the text in the, or if you have a hex editor, you can actually change it in the game so you can take a screen, because it's easy. I mean, it might be easier, I don't know, depending on if you find the same font or what. And then I actually play the scene for the point redeem.
Make a ROM hack of FF7. The only thing that's changed is that line.
And I'm gonna play that scene like as a video or something for the point redeem. That would be epic. I want to see that now. I want that to happen. I want to see that before I die.
God damn it, I can't play FF7 now again. Every time I see that scene, I'm gonna think this.
I'm gonna call Cloud Planet. But then it's gonna say the planet's dying planet.
The planet's dying planet.
One thing I did at some point was naming all characters like stupid names. So that it would actually say, like, once you know the dialogue a little bit, you can just remember that or write it down, and then you change the names so that it looks so stupid.
Yeah, like call Cloud idiot.
But even things like, hey, you're not, I'm talking to not to and then you change both. Right. Or leave one as it is, and then it becomes ridiculous because it's like, hey, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to same. Where's my hand? My hand's photo. It's this. I'm missing one. Oh, that's why, because it's here. Jesus.
That's great.
I'm like, yeah.
Because you can like recontextualize all of the different pieces of dialogue. So like, instead of saying, "Hey, what's wrong with you, Cloud?" they say, "Hey, what's wrong with you, idiot?"
Of course, you make it a little more realistic. Or you can make it like slang. You have ChatGPT rewrite all the dialogues as if they're from Bronx or something. And like all the characters are gonna talk like that. And they actually talk like, I think there are some mods that change the quote unquote accent of the various characters. I'm pretty sure there are. So instead of just having Barrett talk like that,
talk like Mr.
talk.
T, yeah.
Yeah. That was very cool though. Like I had no like the first time I played the game, my English was not very good, like at all, and so I'm like, why is this guy talking like this? It's pretty cool though. I like Barrett. I like Barrett a lot, actually.
Me too.
Very cool
He's
character.
a good character.
Yeah, very cool character. But most of them, apart from Aerith, are pretty good. I'm sorry, I just don't like her. She's too annoying.
Well, thankfully, you don't have to play with her that long.
Yeah, right? I guess they killed her off because everyone was hating her. They're like, okay, let's make this character the main protagonist. And then playtesters were like, no, sorry, we hate her. And so they killed her off. She was actually supposed to be with you until the end of the game. Imagine if the Aerith thing is an afterthought. Because she was too annoying, they decided to kill her off.
It's funny you mentioned that because they actually did code dialogue for her in scenes in the game where she
Whoa.
isn't around anymore. Yeah.
I wonder. But, well, I mean, I don't think that's obviously the reason, but it would be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. Okay, we actually made her to be. We thought she would be loved, but she maybe it was a bit ahead of time. Like, you know, there were no weeps back then, I guess. So that kind of yonder,
No, there
I
were.
guess. But not so much.
weren't-
Yeah, not like this. So maybe it was a bit ahead of time of its time. I don't know. Nowadays, I guess Aerith has more fans than she used to have. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the weeps back then, they lusted after Tifa, which is more acceptable than what they lust after now. But
Yeah. This is looking. It's looking pretty good. Still not sure about the grain, but I think I'm gonna leave it. As long as it looks mean instead of meme. As long as it looks mean, that should be fine.
on some of my monsters, when you do the concept art, you make some pretty memey faces at times.
Yeah. I mean, if you mean the actual sketches, yeah.
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 Especially the toad. The first toad one that you did.
Yeah. I don't pay much attention to faces when I sketch. It's the overall read is most important. How about to sneeze? Jesus. Sorry for
Emperor of Sneeze.
that. Excuse me. Shoo.
I didn't realize you played the trumpet.
Yeah, of course. The trumpet. Oh well. Thank you, Emperor Cheese. Still want a Tifa figurine, buy it. I guess there are many.
What kind of figurine?
Like body size figurine? What are you gonna do with it? Sir.
Is the figurine by figurine, do you mean pillow?
Do you mean body pillow? We're watching you. Careful. This is a...
So is the FBI, my friend.
That's always... Oh, have you seen those like scams on, I guess, YouTube videos, like they expose the scams, where these guys contact you and say, like, I'm the FBI, or I'm the CIA, we want to recruit you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Those are funny. I actually watched a whole series of those like scammers. I think most of the scamming centers were like in Calcutta or something like that.
Have you seen the ones where the guy, like, scammers call him to, like, send them money, and he sends the money but not to them and gets them really angry?
Yeah. There are many. Like I like one that's named Kid Boga. His name is Kid Boga. He makes like a granny voice, grandma voice, sort of. Pretty funny guy. He also like wears a wig at some point, like sometimes. Obviously it's useless, but it's funny to watch. So how is this? Is it going up this loop?
Hit Boga. Do not redeem the gift cards, man. That's right. He like redeemed the gift cards and like, you idiot! Why did you redeem the gift card on that address?
I'm sorry, dear. What did you say your name was again?
Why you
He's,
doing the
he's,
FF10 old lady? Miss
I mean, he's-
Yuna, I submitted the credit card, but it went through a different
Miss
address, Miss
Yuna.
Yuna.
Oh yeah, you can answer like no, you know what? The only reason why I wanted to try that. I wanted to try calling one of these support. The only reason why I didn't do it is because I didn't know if my number was actually being masked. But I did want to try that. I'm curious.
That's an amazing idea. Indian call scammer tries to scam Hypello. Why did you redeem?
Why did you redeem? I'm sorry.
Why did you redeem the card to this address? I'm sorry, Miss Yuna.
Miss Yuna, I redeemed it wrong.
I sent the guild to another address, Miss Yuna.
I don't use phones anymore, but when I did, I always got scammers. Oh, U.S. Marshals. Well, I actually did something like with phone companies that would call me because they used to call me like every single day when I was in Sicily, like before 2017, I guess. And so at some point I started answering English, and I'm like, I'm Wissen, the Garden Keeper. And you know what? They actually got someone, because they kept calling, they actually got someone that could speak English after a while. That was pretty insane. And so when my now wife, when my now kind of wife came to visit me, I had her answer in Japanese. Unfortunately, they did not have anybody who could speak Japanese there, so they gave up at some point. It was pretty funny though.
What is Steam currency? Miss Yuna, I sent money to Steam gift cards, not credit cards. Sorry.
Miss Yuna, what is Steam? I don't know what Steam is. Oh man. I used to get tones. Oh wait, if it's serious enough to get the marshals involved, they would just be at my door. I guess. I used to get tones of these calls. It's always some guy with the most American name, and they sound like they're from Bangladesh. Well, usually, yeah, from India or somewhere around there. Usually.
I'm George White calling from Washington State.
Yeah. I'm
My
Jonathan
name is
Anderson.
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh man, the Hypello though. Hypello scam center. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me, would you like to buy an annuity? I would like you to send me the guild this account here.
Oh man. Gorsh. Oh gosh. It's cool though. Okay. Yeah. Next time. So you know what the difference is now? They have like automated callers. So like there's no person on the other side now anymore. Because I still get them, but they're not real people. It's like you answer, it's like hello, and then you hear like boop. Welcome to the new whatever offer. It's like yeah, sure.
They realize they can just automate all that.
Yeah, I don't know. Who's gonna actually do that? Like, it's not even a real person. Why would you wait? I don't really care for that, so I don't think anybody does. Or maybe it's just me being weird, but I'm one of those people to whom like advertisement and whatnot never really worked. Like, unless I'm already interested in something, I see like no point in advertisement. Never really worked. For me, like advertisement is informative.
Nemo, check your Discord in general.
My Discord. How did you do that? Did you have? Oh, because you have the font.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the face.
The clouds dying planet.
Oh, that's so. Can I use this? Can I use that for trigger fire? I'm gonna. It's just an image, but I'm gonna use like a chat command, redeemable. I guess. I wish. Oh man, if I could have Chat GPT, not Chat GPT. You know, like the Revoicer plugins that they have now. So you add any text and you make it talk with any actor's voice. If I could get Barrett's actors, like from a 7 remake, if I could get his voice and have it say that.
I'm never gonna live this down.
No, sorry, it's gonna chase you to hell. It's gonna chase you to hell. Oh man, it's all good. They still have real people. I watch Jim Browning sometimes. Oh, I like him. I mean, those, yeah, but they don't call here. I've never really received any, like, this kind of scammer call, no. Only usually phone companies, but they were all kind of Italian sounding. So never really Indian or something, yeah.
It's been a while since I talked to a real person, like, saying whenever I get a call, it's usually some automated voice or whatever.
Yeah. I also like Jim Browning. Isn't he the one who made a sort of a it was not exactly a documentary, but basically he hired an Indian guy who also risked his life just to basically put some bugs. He bugged the call center so that he could have cameras in there. I think that was him. Right, yeah, he gets photos of their buildings and employees. Yeah, that one. Sorry, I only read the first part of the message. I remember there is one where he gets called by a girl named Priya, and he calls her by name, and he's got the live feed of the camera, and she's like freaking out. And she's like, oh my god, and she starts talking with everyone else around her. That's pretty satisfying, though. I mean, if you think about it, they're probably just like very broken people that they really have no choice but to do that. So, still. It sucks. It makes a difference. Like,
I get lovely Korean girls that are obviously not bots or impersonators.
Obviously. Yeah, especially if it's by a chat. I'm sure they're not. Oh, I actually showed Chase, or maybe it was in your server, Cheese, a thing that I found on Reddit, on the Italian Reddit.
Oh yeah,
yeah. There was this guy who was like, yeah, he was like, you know what? I gave up Tinder and I started using OnlyFans only. And one of the
he's more satisfied.
Yeah, because he's more satisfied. And one of the answers was like, yeah, you meet like more interesting girls through these fictitious relationships. And like usually their name is like Mario and they answer chats for a living. So that's usually what happens.
Yeah, all these girls really think I'm funny and they think I'm really handsome, and for some reason they ask for my money, but I feel really good out of it.
Oh boy. We should almost be done with the hand here. I might edit a few things after it's done, but phew. I think his documentary was called like Scam Interceptors. It could have been something like that. You never saw it. It was pretty good. My wealthy Nigerian prince. I actually answered to some of those emails. I did answer. And they asked me, you know what I did? I sent them a virus. They never opened it though. So basically they asked me to send them, I don't remember if it was like photos of my documents or something. And I'm like, hey, look, I uploaded them here online. And instead, like I basically redirected them to a site that was tracking their IP. and giving them like a virus to download. They never opened it though, because otherwise they would not have been able to answer me, obviously. It was one of those viruses. It was very simple, like delete everything on C, basically. So I don't think they ever opened it though, because they did not. Maybe they figured out something was wrong. They never downloaded the file. I had like a download counter set in place, and I tried a few times and never did. That's too bad though. I really wanted to infect their computers. I guess they were more clever than I had originally thought. It was some sort of Nigerian thing. Yeah, Nigerian prince thing. I've got a lot of those. Not now anymore, but
I haven't got. Yeah, I haven't gotten one of those in like over a decade.
Yeah. I do get a lot. Like, okay, so like what I think it was like yesterday. One almost got me like a phishing email, because the address seemed legit, and it was like your Disney Plus payment was declined, and I do have Disney Plus, so like without thinking, I was about to click. I mean, I actually clicked, and then I looked at the URL. I was like, okay, wait a second. That was really well done though, because it's also like about the time when I get the payment done for Disney Plus. So that was pretty annoying. They're getting better, certainly. Obviously, if I get your American Express is has been stolen or something, I don't have it, so that's easy. But still.
Hey, Emperor of Cheese, while you're here, check out the Viconauts server on Nemo's Discord and tell me what you think of the sprite. Is there anything I should change with it?
It's good as it is. Keep on doing what you're doing. Let me Loki. That's the sound of the cloud plummeting. Hey, Planet. Can I call you Planet, Chase, from now on?
Sure.
No.
I'm kind of shaped like one.
Oh, come on. You got a ring, like a big ring. You get a hula hoop.
Well,
No.
the thing is, I can't keep like little Coke cans around me because then they start like orbiting me. It's unfortunate, but
That's super cool though. The clouds.
what did I have my own gravitational force?
I want a gravitational force too. Actually, I think there was an Italian, like super old song from the '60s that says something like I'm a permanent gravitational center or something like that. Like that was so stupid, like stupid words. I think they basically didn't know how to fit words into the melody, and so they put random words in there.
Okay, I'm not trying to sound xenophobic, but there's a lot of songs that are like that, where they just fit in words or English phrases.
Oh, it was not even in English. It was not even in English. That's the problem. So that's why it's even more weird. It was an Italian song in Italian that said those words. I don't know who wrote it, but clearly they had no understanding of the language. I'm pretty sure you could fit a lot of other words in there.
I think Italians should stick to like opera and classical stuff. Like, don't do pop music, please.
Yeah, I'm cringing a little bit nowadays, hearing like around here, hearing a lot of local pop songs. It doesn't really. It's not really for this language. It's the Italian is really rhythmical, so yeah, definitely like more classical stuff is better. I've never been a fan of Italian pop ever. Pop in general is not really my thing, but
Restream says I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Oh, awesome! That's awesome.
I like the sprite. It has a simple shape. It's readable, though I think capturing that jelly/honey-like texture in sprite form seems tricky. I would play around with the pixels that show the specular highlight, especially as the form rolls, because it makes it look flat.
Okay.
Okie dokie. I like the sprite. I honestly like it a lot. So I don't really have any major critique to provide for that, because I'm liking it. Let's see.
He's still here, Daniel. I saw your post on Discord that it needs whiskers. I understand that, but that's really hard to convey in a very small sprite like this, because it's like 32 by 32.
Yeah, I was actually telling him before that I don't think it's a good idea to add whiskers to that, because the rule of thumb is if you cannot see it from far away, just don't add it. I don't think you can see whiskers from far away. Although those are pretty thick whiskers. It's probably not a good idea. I mean, it's just 1 pixel, right? But 1 pixel looks large in a 32 pixels context, in my opinion.
It's really hard because on the actual art, the whiskers are pretty thin, and you kind of run into the problem because you're doing 1 pixels. Because I could like probably make them like 2 pixels and like a diagonal to make the whiskers, but then it kind of conveys the opposite impression that they're thicker than they are.
Yeah,
So
I don't think anything more than 1 pixel can work there, honestly. Oh hey, red eyes, Akame. I guess red eyes. Okay, YouTube's recommended my stream after all those. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. This is Nemo here, and my pal, Industrial Media Magic, also known as Chase, also known as Copacetic Citadel,
also known as asshole.
also known as Planet. I am
Also
drawing
known as
Ifrit. Yeah.
Dirtbag ex-boyfriend.
Dirtbag.
You know.
Okay, I've not been called like that yet. I might soon. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome to the crew. I hope you enjoy
You've been
the
called
stream.
ogre.
Really?
Did you say that your sister-in-law called you an ogre or something?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't have a good relationship.
You're kidding, right? Wow.
I'm what?
You're kidding?
What?
I thought you guys had a great relationship.
Oh, yeah. Great.
I mean, I saw those nice pictures you made in Photoshop.
Yeah. That was just funny. She was okay with that.
Oh, was she? Okay.
No, not really. They were funny though. I mean, they were not insulting. They're just funny. There was nothing particularly insulting or private. So whatever. I was not hiding when I took the photos, so it's fine. She knows I took the photos. But oh well. I'm just a funny person, so she should have known that. I would rather take fights by with a laugh if I can, at the expense of the other person, obviously. Yes. So, anyways, I don't think she's ever gonna watch these streams, so whatever. You can say whatever you want. No, not whatever you
No,
want.
she'll say they're boring.
Oh yeah. I'm sure they are. For some people.
Today hasn't been boring, that's for sure. I think this
Oh,
is the
no.
worst stream ever, but that's
Yeah.
mostly because of my pride.
Yeah. It's all good though. Today was very funny so far. Very, very, very funny. Especially talking about planets.
The clouds dying,
There was
planet.
that was fun. That is funny though. That is funny. So, man, I'm not really sure about the muscles here. I'm gonna have to figure them out a little bit like that. Doesn't look good.
He says that it has a sour gummy bear texture. Okay.
Who?
You want? She said it has a sour
Oh.
gummy bear texture.
Is a sour gummy bear different from a non-sour gummy bear, like a normal gummy bear? Because I was assuming gummy texture is always gummy.
So you want me to reduce the dithering? So you want me to just like make it solid colors?
I don't know. I like the dithering though. I think it's pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like the dithering gives it the melty look that I kind of like. There's different colors sort of melding together, which is in the artwork itself.
Yeah, because otherwise it looks too abrupt. Like if you have two different colors like that, one next to each other, one next to the other, it's a little too abrupt, probably. You've nothing better to do. It's either drawing, writing, and listening to music, or drawing and listening to the stream. It's good though. I mean, it's probably, for me, it's like the best thing I can do. If I can draw and listen to a stream, like when I tune into Jake's stream, by the way, if you want to check it out. I do it as often as I possibly can, unless I'm really having to focus on work. I keep his stream in the background while I work and basically draw. Not when I code, obviously, I can't do that, but I'm not that good at multitasking. But for me, it's like the best thing. So I wouldn't trade it with anything else, personally. So I envy you can actually do that. Or maybe not, because my streams are more boring than those. Looks fine, but I don't see the cat in the pixel art. Isn't that the joke? I mean, yes. But I don't know, it kind of looks like... I like it. It must be me. But I like it. Yeah, maybe it doesn't feel too much like a cat, but it doesn't matter that much. You can try with one pixel, just one by one. So like one down, diagonal, and see if it still feels a little off.
Oh yeah, I
What do
mean,
you
if
think?
you look at it, right next to the nose, there are like two diagonals. It's not like dark. I use like lighter colors there. I
Yeah.
could make them dark, and that would kind of approximate whiskers. But
You can see how it looks, but I think it looks fine already.
I mean, if you're looking at the purring in and of itself, the only like even if you turn it into a silhouette, you would have to look at the face to see that it's cat-like. So it's kind of hard just based off the silhouette to know that.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, I like it, so I guess it's a matter of personal preference in the end. I am a fan of simple pixel art. I don't like pixel art that's supposed to look like 3D or something. I'm a fan of, again, like the Final Fantasy VI style of pixel art. It's pretty simple. So, how do I do this? I am copying the artwork from 7 Remake, the Ifrit from 7 Remake here. For these little emblems. Don't you mind, Square? It is fine. It is fine. Belly button. Oh yeah, belly button here. Belly button. I'm gonna have to raid soon. I'm gonna have to start thinking of who to raid. Eventually, how many people are we on Twitch? Or 3. It's you, me, and Jake. Who's online? Let me see for later.
It's not counting cheese.
It's not counting. Oh, I guess. Okay, then it's you, me, and Cheese. Maybe. But Jake was here, so I don't know. No, he is. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, he is. And now it says 4. I don't know. The count is off sometimes.
I'm highly skeptical of the counters.
Yeah. Yes. Let's see if I can at least finish this little drippy drapery, and then tomorrow the ink is gonna be finished. Tomorrow's Friday, so it's gonna be tomorrow. Yeah, as you can see, I did not finish this in a week. I was supposed to do it in 10 hours, but maybe 10 hours is a little for something like this. It's very complicated. I'm gonna finish the ink tomorrow and then start with the grayscale. It's probably gonna take another 2 streams though to finish. But ink is probably the most complicated part here. Probably. I'm liking it though. I'm liking it so far. I like the fact that the face looks like very Ifrit-ish. For me at least, for the perception I have of Ifrit. I did not like the previous one's face because it felt a little too small and somewhat conservative. I don't know. It was not crazy enough because I feel like Ifrit should be like mad angry, boiling with anger. So it's got a fiery character, right? So fiery attitude.
I'm trying to add these whiskers. It's so hard because every time I do, like I'm placing them next to the nose and it makes it look like a frowning clown. That's what it looks like to me.
Oh, frowning clowns are so sad. Clowns should not be frowning.
Nemo, check this real quick.
Let me see. Ooh. Where? Oh, on the live stream paused.
I don't know how to do it without it looking like that.
It's kind of creepy. Yeah, I don't know. I could live it without. Or you can just make the nose 1 pixel and then have it. No, but it's gonna look like a mouth then. It's gonna look like a mouth if he does that.
That's the problem.
I don't think it's a good idea.
It's also symmetrical, so I can't really make the nose 1 pixel. I mean, I
Right.
could, but I have to like shave the entire design down. And I think honestly, it has like a really nice shape to it.
I wouldn't change it. I don't know. Again, it's just me. Disregard Cheese's input. Completely disregard.
Reduce the nose by 1 to 2 pixels. Yeah, but then it's not going to be symmetrical with the eyes. Is the problem?
Is it front facing? Supposed to be.
Yeah.
Front? Yeah. Then no, you cannot do that.
And remember, I got to animate this, so I have to keep those things in mind.
Right. Yeah. It's complicated stuff. I don't know. I like the original version. Doesn't matter if it doesn't have the whiskers. For me, for my personal taste. And at the end of the day, you just have to do what you can do. If it doesn't work,
Yeah, I mean, it's not like in game you're going to see like a huge zoomed up image of it.
Right.
So
it's pretty small in any case. So you can infer. At least I can infer, having seen the monster, especially if you do see the monster in the game at some point and then you see that, you can kind of infer. So I can. If I can, anyone can. We're everyone, not anyone.
well, I posted the monster in the chat so people can compare.
Keys. All right.
Good old purring.
Dang. I'm gonna stop here for today. I think we did a good job so far. It's not much left. Just the fire, and fire adds a lot to it. Like that. I don't know. I'm liking it so far. I think it's looking pretty good. It obviously needs some detail on the shoulders and arms, but it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this so far. Hopefully, I can do a good job turning it into a color version. Let me see. So, okay, there's no one I know. Oh, someone's playing Dino Crisis. I would go to Dino Crisis, honestly. Zero Signal is playing Dino Crisis. Or we could do an Italian stream playing Final Fantasy VIII, but it's in Italian, so 99% of you will not understand. I would probably go to the Dino Crisis one. We can try. I don't know. Let me see real quick. Zero Signal 7. Let's see. Wait, is it Italian too? Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. I don't know. Okay. This,
wow, why are they recommending all these Italian streams? It's like you're Italian or something.
or I am in Italy, right? How about this guy playing Kingdom Hearts?
Don't stop the ride.
Go here. We can go Goat Games FL, I guess Florida. I don't know. Playing Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. Dino Crisis is in Italian. Emperor of Cheese, so I would probably not do that.
Yeah, it's not Shane.
No, it's not Shane. No, Shane is not live at this time. So who cares? You do not understand. Trust me, it's not that easy. What should we do? What should we do? I don't know. I got mouths to feed.
Stay away from the Italians.
Stay away from the summoner. Game plus demos. I don't know what that is. Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't want to go to Final Fantasy XVI because I don't want to get spoiled too much. So, no. You know what? Let's just close it here. I don't know where to go, honestly. So we'll just close here. I'm gonna have to find someone when I do not stream to raid someone, some friendly streamer to say hello to. But let's just close it here. I think we had fun today. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Chase, especially for the company and the good laugh.
I'm glad to be the butt of your joke today.
Yeah. Let's do it again when we can. And yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow, same time. And then Saturday, I'm going to figure out what game to play. We'll see if I can... Either I restart Final Fantasy II or if I can figure out what's wrong. I don't know. We'll see. Or I just play 7 or something else. I don't know. I guess I will decide the same day. We can also vote it. So yeah, everybody have a good day, night, morning, whatever it is at your place. And I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. Take care.